Cleveland, Ohio, on a historic night for the city and the National Football League. 73,000 plus are jammed into their brand new stadium to celebrate the long-awaited return of their beloved Browns as they host arch-rival Pittsburgh for the pregame festivities. Let's join public address announcer Jim Mueller.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me and the Cleveland Browns as we welcome ABC television star and Cleveland native Drew Carey to help us welcome the Browns back to Cleveland.
Thank you. I want to send a message to everyone who ever made fun of Cleveland, a message to anyone who ever told a Cleveland joke or laughed at a Cleveland joke. You can now officially shut up!
For the first time since December 24th, 1995, the Cleveland Browns have taken the field in an NFL regular season game. 5 wide receivers, nobody in the backfield. Quarterback draw, Cordell Stewart. 5 wide receivers. 4-man rush, good protection for Stewart, and he throws a strike to Bobby Shaw. 3rd and 5. Stewart with time, goes up in the flat to Shaw, and he's got a first down. 3rd and 4. Bettis on the toss. Bettis. Quarterback keeper. Let's see where his forward progress was.
And creating penetration.
Joe, you were so good on the first one. Why didn't you just stop?
Now 1 for 1.
The Browns hold, and it brings 73,200 to their collective feet. 3rd and 9 for Cleveland. Detmer with good protection and throws right into the hands of Carlos Oldham. Chris Oldham with the interception. Poor throw by Detmer. Pressure in the screen to Edwards. Look out for this kid. Edwards down the sidelines and out of bounds at the 20. The grown man just got 19. Bettis bulls his way. Cordell on the bootleg. Needs a block. Got it. Drilled at the 1 by Tim McTire. Bettis is back in on 1st and goal. Stewart. Touchdown.
Boy, Tim McTire, you talk about being in no man's land. You don't know what to do. Do you back up? Do you wait on him? Do you go and attack him? And it's too late.
Detmer for Shepard. Steelers show blitz. And they come with it. Shepard nearly made a circus catch, couldn't come down with it, and then points at Townsend.
1st and 15 is not insurmountable.
Really. Stewart under pressure in the pocket and throws complete.
Locked him up. Seneca also picked him up.
Bettis turns the corner.
Serves him right.
Browns come with a blitz. Cordell throws underneath. The catch made by Shaw, and Shaw taken out of bounds. Tomczak, the backup quarterback, his holder. Officially, it will be 30 yards. Hit the upright. There is a flag down, however.
Offside. Defense, number 53.
Bettis in motion. Cordell on the roll and throws, but short of the goal line. Hawkins makes the catch. Chris Brown this time from 19. Got this one. Held it too long and was buried by Jason Gilden, who led the club a year ago in sacks. Here in Cleveland, Bettis, the tailback, and Stewart to throw. Loose ball. The Steelers cover. Chris Conrad, the right tackle. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 22. Quarterback draw. Cordell lowers his head, and 3rd and 12. Wide open is Ward. Hines Ward inside the 20. There's a flag down. It's going to be a personal foul. 3rd and goal. Huntley in a tailback. Stewart in the flat. Touchdown Huntley.
Or you want to see a perfect pass. That was absolutely perfect.
Wasn't that pretty?
Well, Marlon Forbes is right on Huntley's hip pocket. Cordell Stewart proves he's not only an athlete. Good move. Look at that throw. The only place you can put that and get a completion.
Detmer on a little roll. And throws way too high for Johnson. And they'll have to kick it away again after another 3 and out in Texas. And normally, coaches' kids turn out to be terrific players. Bettis, gaping hole down to the Browns' 3rd and 3. Draw play to Huntley. First down. Bettis has already played and carried the ball more than Bill Cowher expected. Bettis again. Remember, they have no timeouts.
Now he's got to spike the ball. He's got to spike the ball and give himself at least 2 shots to get the ball in the end zone.
The Browns are going to do everything they can to delay it. Now the officials see it and will stop the clock on their own and throw a flag.
Exactly.
This one will be from 28 yards. That's the end of the first half. Our score, 20-0. Pittsburgh over Cleveland. Now let's join Chris Berman for the Toyota halftime report. And the passing yards only 39 for Cleveland. They have rushed for 8 and have a mere. Good protection. And throws too low and incomplete. Intended for Damon Gibson. Stewart short set under pressure. Got it complete to Hines Ward. 3rd and 12 for the Steelers. Here comes the blitz. They dump it to Huntley on the screen. Huntley with blocking downfield all the way to the 30. Huntley again getting a big dose of number 33.
Look out for the athlete.
Draw play Huntley. Huntley touchdown. And Joe, I think just the threat of Cordell Stewart having the ability to get to the outside spreads out the field.
And look at the hole in the middle of that field. And again, I agree with you totally. You've got to be looking at Cordell.
The Steelers finally make a mistake. Having trouble arranging the players for this set. Comes the big rush, and Detmer goes down, racing through Chris Oldman on the safety blitz and got there in time.
Well, Chris Oldman goes in. LaVon Kirkland, 99, was also on a blitz. They sent...
Tom's at to zero away. First down and more. This kid can fly. Tom Zach play action. Tom Zach casts it at the 22. Huntley in the flat. Turns it up. first down and more. The time of possession and the yards. I mean, this is just incredible. And Chris Palmer is really going to have to go to work on his offense. Zaraway, nice cut. Zaraway over the top.
They're not going to give it to him.
No signal.
Fourth down. They are not going to give it to him.
Chris Brown will try a 19-yard field goal. A dominating performance by the Pittsburgh Steelers to start the season. Ronnie Powell lost the football. Steelers recover. The rookie Edwards makes the recovery after it was knocked loose by Lance Brown. 29-0. The Steelers bidding for more. Tomczak out in the flat to Huntley. Breaks a tackle. They're 5. Touchdown. Took them one play after the turnover. Tomczak, a 21-yard pass to Huntley.
One of my biggest gripes is that defensive backs in this era of football try and body block running backs down instead of tackling them.
There is the #1 pick in the entire draft, Tim Couch, who comes on for the first time, and at least for that guy, it's an answer to a prayer. And Tim Couch will get a standing ovation. The Browns have not had a first down since there was 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Comes the blitz. Couch hangs in there, throws, intercepted. Scott Shields, the rookie, picks it off. What a debut.
You know what happens on this play? Levon Kirkland, number 99.
Tomczak throws to Edwards. Nice move to get away. Slipped on the turf. Zaraway cuts it outside. Touchdown.
Oh, what a nice job by Hines Ward.
What a throw by Tomczak.
And the first thing somebody's going to say is, why are they throwing? Because the Steelers are working on a new offense, and they want to take a look at things in the red area.
Steelers come after Couch, knock the ball loose. Pittsburgh football.
Joey Porter.
And this kid can fly. Joey Porter eventually will be a star in the National Football League. He can run and he'll hit anything in an NFL head coaching debut since Weeb Eubank. So the rivalry is renewed with a whimper and not a bang, as the Steelers knock off the Cleveland Browns 43-0. But a crowd of 73,000, they came to see their beloved Browns return to Cleveland, and they got that tonight.